Hey guys, Overs25 here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a tutorial on how to install some LED flush fitting lights on a retrofit for a TRX300FW that I'm currently rebuilding. You can see I have it in here on some cinder blocks working on it. So I wanted to replace the front lights with some LEDs. So I saw a whole bunch of people replacing them with all different kinds of flat ones, but no one ever made a tutorial, so I bought a set off eBay. It cost me like less than $20 shipped. It was like 18 bucks, but these are, it's a dual pack. It's got 18-watt floodlights, and they're designed for like trucks and SUVs and boats and all this other stuff. So I already kind of started the project here. I'm just going to show how to put one in because it should be identical for both of them. But over here, these were the caps, and the cap was on here, so go ahead and just take off your cap. After that, all you're really going to do to disassemble and take the light off is you're going to unscrew this one screw here, and then on the bottom, if I flip the camera around here, on the bottom of the light you're going to see one screw here and one screw there. Once you have all three of those screws off along with the cap, the light should just like hinge out, and then you can pull it out. And then once I get both of these out, I'll go ahead and show you how to start installing the LED ones. Okay, so I went ahead and finished unscrewing this light, so I just wanted to show quickly how you get this out. So I have the top screw and the two bottom screws off. All you do is hinge it out, and then it pulls straight out. And then on the bottom there you can see the hinges. I recommend that you just put the screws right back in it. But that's both lights. You can go ahead and put those over to the side, and then I'm going to show you the LED ones. So like I said, it comes in a 2-pack, at least the one I ordered did. I apologize, I'm doing this one-handed here because I'm holding the camera in the other hand. So here is the light. It's some, you know, Chinese brand, whatever. So you're just going to feed the wire through the hole that the light used to go through, and then it will fit flush in there. Here, let me move that. So it'll fit flush in there, and then we can see that that is kind of how it's going to look. Now, it's not going to go into the original mounting holes. Let me flip this around here, trying to give you guys the best view possible. But on the back side, you can see that there is some space. So the idea behind this is that we are going to put the bolts through and put the largest washers we can, so that the washer just rests on this plastic, and then all we do is tighten it down just enough so that it's firmly in there and won't come out. So that's basically the idea. So I'm going to go find some washers that will fit the bolts and rest against the plastic, and then I'll show you what it looks like once I bolt it on. Okay, so I think I got this figured out, how I'm gonna have to mount mine with what I have, because I'm not going out and buying extra stuff. So it comes with these like flush fitting bolts for the actual light itself, with a bunch of actual correct dimension washers if this was a perfect retrofit, but we need to get a washer that's a little bit bigger so that it hangs off. So what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to end up stacking some washers. So I have the standard bolt with a like really large oversized washer, and then I just put 3 other washers on there that kind of downsize it so that when I tighten the bolt down, it'll fit properly. So like here's the standard bolt. This is really hard with one hand. Then I have one really large washer, then I have a step down washer, and then I have whoops, I grabbed 2 of the same washers, and then I have a really small washer. So the idea is that I put the bolt through, and then on the back side I have the large washer squeezing between this and the plastic to hold the light in place, and then these 2 step down washers that get a little bit gradually smaller so that the bolt can, or that the nut, I'm sorry, that the nut can actually tighten down on the bolt without the washer sliding off. So I'm going to go ahead and install one of these lights real quick, and then I'll show you how it looks if it ends up working. Okay, so it only took about, I don't know, maybe 2-3 minutes a piece to get them in, but I have both of the LEDs flushly installed. I didn't tighten one of them down because I wanted to show you how I did that. But so here's the light itself. Obviously this is going to be upside down once it's mounted, but It mounts very flushly with the plastics. They don't stick out very much at all because the heat sinks on the inside. Once you're finished mounting both of them, you're going to have to go through the process of getting these wired into the standard harness, but that shouldn't be much of an issue. Just kind of, you know, connect this one to that one, and then you should be good. So on the back side, this is how it looks. So this one is loose. I did not tighten this one down because I wanted to show you. But I have to hold this backwards. But you can see here that I had the bolts through, and then I have the nut, and then the washers, and the washers kind of stack up. But half of the washer's on the metal aluminum frame of the actual light, and the other half of the washer is on the actual plastic body of it. So all you do is you take your washer, align it far over, then you kind of just tighten the nut down, and then once you do that, the light should be in there. So this one's completely tightened down. It doesn't move. You can see that I have all four of these tightened down, so about half the washers on the light, half the washers over the plastic. And that's pretty much just how you install these. And then once you're done, you'll have a front that looks very similar to that. So yeah, that should be that. Oops, here, let me flip this around for you. So they should look very much like this once they're on the ATV. So that should be pretty much all you got to do. So it's a very crude tutorial, I apologize, but it's like blisteringly hot. It's like 105 degrees, and I just wanted to get this done today. So just quick, dirty job, but that's pretty much how you got to do it. If this helped you out, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Check the link in the description. I will put a link to these on either eBay or Amazon. I can't remember where I got these, but I'll try to put up the information about them so that if they stop selling these, hopefully you can order some kind of other kind of generic brand so that if you want to do this retrofit, you can do it yourself. Anyway, guys, Orbs25 signing off. See you guys later.